Look at this. Let me turn the light on. I tried to carve a pumpkin and messed it up. Hi, Future Scott here. And we're gonna tear the guts out of a pumpkin. We're gonna have all kinds of fun. Look who survived. Still crazy. Can you see what it is? That's Ashray. Look at how well she's holding up. Daisy Ridley, she's really holding up well. You know who's holding up even better? You know what I'm gonna say. You know I got a thing for her. My wife hates it. That's my one crush. She can't have any. Alright? Daisy Ridley. It's only because... No, Stacy Ridley. Her sister. I fucked it up. Stacy Ridley. Don't you dare think I like that thing. The gymnast thing. Yuck. No. Stacy Ridley's tits. They have freckles on them. They smell great, even when they're sweaty. Maybe especially when they're sweaty. But I picked my wife. She's perfect. She's my little Putin wife. Anyway, so let me light this up. And then when I get desperate, I'll smoke these two things. Oh, Ray! Where are you, Ray? Here, sir. Oh, you can't even see her. Anyway, I'm right here, sir. That's the best angle I got for you. Sorry. Holla. Why'd I say that? I don't know. Let's keep going. So we're going to tear the guts out of this pumpkin seeds. And then we're going to put them in here. And we're going to bake them in the oven with salt and nice and everything nice. Hey, welcome to Extreme Narcissism TV. Man out of pop culture, Future Scott. This is our Halloween hangover episode. Oh man, Halloween is so crazy in the future because everybody's pagan and evil and shit. But even me and the old lady tie one on, and we have the memory of Halloween, where we get these hemp seed, cannabinoid, everything's high in the future. I said this before, you don't have to worry about megafauna or whatever. We're going to tear these pumpkin seeds out of these weird GMO cannabis things, cannabinoids, where the fuck they are. And it's going to be great. First, let me start smoking. I'm going to do that. You can't see me do that, but you'll see the smoke. Because I'll blow it right in front of you. And then remember BB-8? Yeah, there's been many BB-8s over the years. It's just an orange lighter with a sticker, because one time I got 50-cent pack of stickers, and when one runs out, I go, oh, BB-8, I'll never forget you. I don't have to, because I just get another lighter, and it was a whole pack of stickers for $1 on clearance. So... there's too many stickers. What the fuck is that? Hey! Poochie, come here. I need you to sniff something out. What is that? I'm not touching it. I'll get him to get it. I think I know what it is. It's high cockroaches. It's in the future, the CRISPR cockroaches, like, animated and shit. And they get baked, and they fucking die. And then the dog eats them and gets high. But something, I don't know, man, it's fucked up. They don't have boots. What is that, boy? Oh, hi, what's up, everybody? Check this out. No, fuck it, I'm not touching it. Sorry, man, I'm out. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I'm not doing it, man. No way. No, you get it. Wait till you see what it is. It's gonna break your heart. It's fucked up. You did that. This is in your house, man. What's in our house? I know. I defend it. Anyway, it's fucked. Check it out, man. Get the tongs. I'm not touching it. If I eat that thing, Scott, if I eat that thing, I'm gonna fucking die. Alright? Why are you growing like a little mescaline factory? Oh, dude, check it out in the back. The rat trap caught something. Yeah. Wait till you guys see the future rat traps. They're fucking SpongeBob SquarePants rat traps. Check it out, man. You got something. Oh, fuck, you're right. Hold on. Get out of here, man. Yeah, fuck, I'm out. Go play with your balls, you asshole. I will. Yeah, I know you will. I gotta get the tongs. What the fuck is this? Don't worry, but I'm not gonna mess with food till I get this. What the fuck is the problem? What is this? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I'm too old. I know what this is. Oh, fuck. This is probably like one of the last capital critters. That's not a cockroach. That's one of the capital critters. And after that work dried up when they were trying to propagandize the internet, the capital critters became the computer pals. And they didn't want the cockroach in there. It was too ethnic. He's baked. He probably is. He's either super baked and he's dead. He's dead. Oh my God. My house. Everything's hot. It's not my fault. Everything in the future is loaded with cannabinoids. Let's see what's in the fucking rat trap. I'm touching that with tongs too. I'm never gonna get to smoke my fucking cigar. Hold on. It's not even a cigar. It's a sweet cane worker Haitian baby dick junior, because that's a slave dick. That's not a cigar. This is a faggot cigar. It's a smoking stick. It's a faggot. I can say that. This is the faggot. This is a stick for lighting on fire, and I smoke it, and it looks like a big brown dick. But it's not. It's a tiny, puny cigarillo. Why? 'Cause I'm an asshole. Let me see what the fuck is in this. Oh yeah, Halloween hangover. Oh, you don't want to know what happened in the future to the Brofmans. It's all that Nexium stuff and the Finders and all that crazy shit. I needed American 7 blended whiskey. That's where they take all other fucking garbage swill and throw it in one bottle, right? I don't know. It's plastic. Is that a bottle when it's plastic? It's a baby bottle for me. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get this. Oh, that shouldn't be there. I'm sorry. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Yeah, oh my God, we got so janked out of our mind for Halloween. This stuff, let me tell you about some Mandy shit. Fuck those bugs. Look at what we got in the future. Let me open, actually I gotta open it, but I can't have it close to my face. This stuff is the stickiest buds in the world. Why, it looks like a bullshit prop. I'll pull it out of here. But it smells so strong. This is what you do. Hold on. You just take the lid off. Oh, it's like Vicks Vapor Rub. And you did it. Oh my God, it's a ska band. Oh my God, it's shitty weed. It sounds like ska. Anyway, look at that. It's not real. It's some kind of, I'm just trying to not get in trouble here. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. It's space weed. No, that's what the future is like. And if it's like Vicks Vapor Rub, I shouldn't be touching it. I'm getting, oh my God. Ray. Take it. So anyway, that's what you do. You take the lid off. It's the future. You take the lid off. It's vapor weed. It's like Marxism shit. You just open a jar, and it lasts forever because it's so sticky and stinky and bleh and weed. I put it back on the rations. Did you note that? Got all my props here. So anyway, yeah, the Brofman sisters are in trouble because of Sexium and the other one, Nixium and XLV, and I think this had something in connection to 300. Remember that movie 300 because it had letters in it. Anyway. Yeah, should we pull the pumpkins? Oh, I never checked the trap. I forgot about it. I saw my little darling they're not mescaline. Yeah, I don't really, it's a fucking rat. Oh, what's in here? Oh no, don't tell me. Not another one. This for real. This is Star. This is Neil Patrick Harris. Fuck. That's the lead capital critter. He's fucking dead. Get it the fuck out of here. Wait, we need to look at it because it's a prop. Sorry, darling. I don't want to touch anything now. I didn't touch him. I didn't touch it. I hate touching dead things. That's not, hey, men do it and they're like, if the woman's around, they're like, yeah, give me, babe, and we do it. All right, but this is a long forgotten icon. I don't know what kind of existence post-cosplay-calypse a thing like this is supposed to have. But yes, I think it was voiced by Neil Patrick Harris. Dead. A horrible CRISPR-Kin creation. They made this thing called CRISPR-Kin, where once Disney and China together owned all the franchises, licensing rights to everything fucking ever, you could make any kind of CRISPR-Kin. Like, remember The Critic? You remember the fucking John Lovitz, The Critic? Yeah, that's what you want. A little army of rat-sized critics trying to hump your wife. It's just fucking disgusting. You know what? Fuck. And I was sad for him because he wound up being Computer Pals. And then there was nothing after that. It was voiced by Neil Patrick Harris. This rat did nothing. I got to get it out away from the food. I'm going to cook the seeds in the oven. I'm cooking them in the oven, so it doesn't matter if I rat Neil Ratrick Harris. Let me show you. This is the rat traps of the future. Looks like the pills, the soma. The soma for the future tards have look like giant pills, and then people put them up their ass. But they're also rat traps because people think, oh, they've been in cockroach traps, and they think, oh, this has been up somebody's ass, or we'll get the pills out, and they put their heads inside, and they die. Why does it work? Because I told you already at the beginning, everything in the future is high. There's cannabinoids in everything. I'm having baked pumpkin seeds. You know why? Because there's no way to avoid getting baked. So I just thought maybe it would encourage views of my video if everything it was about high cooking, because they want everybody to be high, I guess. Or is that being frowned upon now? It doesn't matter. My channel's been throttled anyway. It's in the fucking coding of my channel. Wah. So anyway, do you really even care about the pumpkin seeds? Let me light this thing. I know what you want me to light. You want me to light this. It'll kill me. That's why I said we only use this in emergencies. You just open the lid up and it smells so bad. You're like, oh my God, the vapors. And you have vapors. This is what it's like. This is the kind of shit that grows outside Vaporwave City. Yes, Vaporwave. It's a Marxist term. And it's music that just, you listen to drugs and you go, dickity, 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 dickity. Wait, Lenny. Vaporwave. I'm Zaxxon. Welcome to Vaporwave. Is there anything dead in my fucking kitchen? I do one video, and there's got to be dead things. I see the other CRISPR-kin little fucking alien thing in the background. I know that's there. I have means and intents and purposes for that being there. I use it to feed all these little guys. Yeah, it's horrible future, isn't it? Anyway, let me light this thing again. Oh, Halloween hangover. I had so many bitcoins invested in the Seagrams Corporation because I thought they got away with it. And then, well, obviously, they didn't get away with it. They're getting busted. Oh, man, I hope they're getting busted. No, oh, man, the Seagrams, the Halloween hangover, the scandal. Ashray, where are you? Here, sir. Anyway, Halloween hangover. What are you gonna do? Should you pull these guts out? Do you even care about that? You wanna talk about other things? You know what? I feel like shit. I think I'm gonna puke. Oh fuck, here it comes. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm coming. Fuck. What the hell? Hold on. There we go. What the fuck? Oh my God, we got so janked out of our mind. We had a Halloween party thing. Oh my. I want to teach you. I said I was going to carve pumpkins. Give me a minute. I got hair of the dog. It's like a film. Ugh. It's like a fruit roll-up on my tongue. We're going to carve pumpkins today. So in order to do that, first I got to make spaghetti. So this is spaghetti sauce. And this is the pumpkin that's carved the guts out of because I don't do ASMR for your weird sexual perversions, okay? So I'm just going to show you. Here's me making a pumpkin. I'm not scooping the guts out. Here's what it looks like when it's done. And here's what you do with the guts. Here's what you do with pumpkin guts. You put spaghetti sauce on them. You scoop it out with a spoon. I'll show you later. But to start the episode, spoiler alert. Oh, I'm just trying to keep you tempted for later. So you put spaghetti sauce on. It's not enough. And then you mix it around and you put it in the oven. I already put olive oil on this. And then you put it in the oven after you have more sauce. And we're going to cook it for 20 minutes and see if it's eatable by then. It's like spaghetti mush, but it's a whole pumpkin. And after Halloween, pumpkins get really cheap. And guess what? Spoiler alert, we're going to cook the seeds of the pumpkin, which are already pre-cooked. So now this is going in the oven, and we're going to start the timer. You ready for that? Bam, 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 bam. Are you ready for this? Yeah. Hold on. 20 minutes. Boom. And so now's the next part. This is the guts that I took out. What is the guts that I took out? This. When you're done, this is the kind of pumpkin we're making. But it's not spooky. Wait a minute, I said it's Halloween hangover. Where the fuck is my lighter? Oh, there we go. Okay, so watch this. Ta-da! We're gonna put that inside the pumpkin. But first, look at his guts. I took a spoon. It's really easy. I'll show you how easy it is. You just take this spoon, any spoon, and you go. There you go. Some other Three Stooges. Hey, come here, wise guy. Some kind of Three Stooges nonsense, workaholics nonsense. Where's my bong, wise guy? Oh, we all think we're Mo. You know, a couple of Mo's. 3 of you. Anyway, there you go. Look, and put the candle in there. Put the candle in there. And it's like a beat. In the old colonial days when they would ward off demons with other demons, which to me sounds like a thing that would make you one, that would be like friends. There you go. Oh, dee dee dee. Wait, get out of here. Wait, too many lights. See how it lights up inside? This is the candle. Isn't that cool? So yeah, but I'm not gonna cut my fingers off carving a pumpkin, so the light's gotta go back on, okay, honey? Okay, thanks. Okay, honey. And I wanna show you this pumpkin I made over here in the corner. This is a special one. Let me get that candle out of there because I need it for something else. A-dee-dee-dee-doo. Put that in the back. You know, I'm gonna leave that in there. Put that in the back. Yeah, you like it in the back, right? Anyway, so there. It's in the back. And now we're gonna bring this one. Look, we got so janked, man. This is like a 6-pack of Duke. I have horrible breath in the morning. Okay, so now we're gonna do it again. Where's the other candle? Yeah, I'm organized. Hey, man, this is Halloween hangover. I sound great for Halloween hangover. It's a cannabinoid hangover because in the future everything's high all the time. But we bake it into cakes and pies out of pumpkin, GMO pumpkin. See that? I made this one. Do you see that? That is so you can easily get in and out with the candle, and not at all because I fucked up at the beginning of my Halloween episode, ruined the whole thing. Spooky Halloween! Look at that. Yeah. And then if you want the candle, there it is. You're not going to burn your fingers unless you're just like, oh, ow! Like that. I didn't really do that. I'm just pretending. Ooh, Halloween! But guess what, everybody? We got one more to go. And no more candles. So the other one's getting a tack light inside. You want to see how we carve this? Well, then I'm going to need more light. But first... Well, no, first is more light. That's first. Oh, I messed it up. My setup. There we go. Halloween hangover. Do. Blue rations. The light bulb went out. Now I gotta change a light bulb. Welcome to the Shadowlands. Roman a shadow band. Where light bulbs are still hot and highly illegal. I mean hot like you're not allowed to have that kind of light. Everything has to be LEDs and day glows. So out here in the Shadowlands, me and the missus, we like to have real natural light from old-fashioned light bulbs that don't have mercury or whatever the hell's in the light bulbs now. And they're still, they're hot when you take them out. And now a new one is going in. You can't even see this stuff. Off camera, the new light bulb, there we go. And we have light. But is it too much? It's so too much. Much better. I told you, man. Blue rations. It's food in a box in the mail. It's like Blue Apron, but they ration it out and you only get whatever they give you whenever you get, hey Ashray, what's up? Hi, sir. Do you want me to burn out ashes on my face? Yes, you're the Jedi Master. No, you're the Master. That's right, bitch. Stacy Ridley. You're much prettier than you, Daisy. You're my Ashray. Stay. She just doesn't listen. I gotta light this. I don't have to light it like that, but I am. Okay. Oh, the janking. We don't need, this is the mess. So this is how you make it. That's nice. So, just pick an angle. How do I want the nose to be? This way, just keep turning it. And look at the back of it. It looks like an asshole. Oh, look at that. It's a little puckered cat's butthole. You cut. This is how you take the guts out. Okay? And the art of pumpkin carving is to make a perfect circle. And then fuck it up at the end. That one's for human error. And you take the pumpkin seeds out. See that? We save them, but we're not doing it now. We save them, and then we soak them in water to get all the schmutz off of them. And then we put them in the oven. And after we put them in the oven, that is when totally improvised cooking show. I just set up all the things I know I'll need. And then we rock and roll. Improvised sci-fi dystopian cooking. These are the seeds, and I'd show you me eating them, but you can't taste them. This isn't Taste-O-Vision. Well, maybe it is by the time you watch it. I don't know what year in the future you're going to see these transmissions. Hi, Future Scott here. After the Halloween hangover orgy porgy, where me and the wife stay home because we're married. We don't go to orgy porgies. Do you know what that is? It's disgusting. Beta is a good position in Brave New World, but you don't want it. I know they say beta like it's a bad thing, but a lot of people would be glad to be there. I'm just saying. We live And we're Shadowlanders. We're like the ants that they talk about. We're the savages. So then you do this. You don't have to be an artist. And then you just cut eyes like that. Yeah. Get the fucking thing out without killing yourself. There you go. And you cut the goo. Can you see this? It's too thick. So you cut that shit out and push it in there. Alright? And tear the guts out to the back. Ah, beautiful. Look at you. You're so happy. Don't fuck it up, Scott. And there's another one. And no two will be the same, just like real pumpkins, because they're all, you know, not the same. You're all my little pumpkins. Fuck the snowflakes. You're all my little pumpkins. Yeah, there you go. So, pumpkin bitch. Two of you, pumpkins. I want you to double edge play my wing wang. Yeah? I want you to shoot the other. Yeah, I don't care. Figure it out. Oh, yeah. There we go. Here, hold this for me for a minute. Yeah. Ho ho. And then the mouth part. Should we do some kind of weird, funky mouth thing? No. We're just gonna do it. Yeah, we will. We'll do like a fucking Ninja Turtles mouth. There you go. Give me that. Oh, I never look better. Except when you're a beautiful pumpkin. Now you're gonna be my pumpkin cream pie. I'm gonna fill you with life. And it's gonna dry up there. And angels cry. Anyway, the back of it's full of seeds. You wanna see the, ooh, here's the sexual part. Ooh, the ASMR. Oh, there you go. Put your giant oil-pulled cock inside there. Anyway, that's where the seeds come from. This is how people are created. A man is the most important thing. He has seed inside of his balls, and that's the meaning of life. And then he shoots that all over your mom's back, and it drips into her vagina from after her asshole, and then her girlfriend comes and eats anal cream pies. And then that's the story of you. You got in there somehow, amazingly, because you went ATM back and forth with some kind of pre-cum that had seed in it, and now you're here with the help of a lab. In vitro, baby. I don't know, it doesn't, those things don't go together. But you get the idea, it's gross. And this is the front. Get the fuck out of my way. And you can eat the seeds, you cook them in the oven. And the spaghetti is cooking. I don't know if we're gonna get to this spaghetti-o before I'm done with this little bit. Ashtray, you've been replaced for now until this thing goes to rot. But I know you'll still be here because you've held up for like a couple of years. I only smoke on the holidays now. And then if you want, if you make the mouth right, you can put your, you can ruin your, ow, ruin your cigarette. Let's see them all together. Where's that flashlight? Where's that tack light? There you are. This is Halloween, it is coming time, nee 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 nee. And the light blew out in this one. It ain't gonna be what you want then. But I'll give you this. Ooh, and the one that blew out in the back like a fuck. I'm not getting another flashlight. Here, shine on this one then. There, you see that? I'm doing patrols. Why is your light out? I'm lazy. You're fired. You're gonna be pumpkin pie. Get the brown sugar and cinnamon ready. I'm doing patrols. A brave new pumpkin. It's Halloween. The pumpkin drones are out. Skynet. Oh my god, look at inside. You can see his fucking guts. He's a cyborg pumpkin. Look at that. Ah, how many fucking lumens is that? It's so bright with light that my ears popped. Oh my god, where are the rations? Okay. Anyway, Halloween hangover. I told you I would carve pumpkins, and I didn't do it, on Halloween, and now it's the next day, and Halloween hangover. Word. Turn it off. It doesn't have it. Whoa, I'm having a Halloween hangover because once a year isn't enough. Every fucking day is Halloween. A lot of people say that now, right? Yeah, look, this is the pumpkin spaghetti. Looks great, huh? By candlelight. Let's see if we can drip some candle sauce in there. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna eat some of this now. It's good. Oh, ASMR. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, it's good, man. But what I want to talk about? Let's talk about fixing movies. It's like, let's call this giving you what you know you're never going to get because it's what you want. But this edition will be what it is that I think you want. Like in a Terminator movie. That's an easy one to fix. You want Edward Furlong. Go look at a picture of Edward Furlong 2019. You're like, oh man, he looks like a biker dude or something. Yeah, let him grow a beard and give him like an endo arm. And he's like, this is the one that got me. But I got him, and now I have his arm, or whatever. And he's got a robot arm. Or they all tied to Skynet. I don't know. But anyway, the point is, you still make him John Connor, but it's like a Princess Amidala Padme thing, or whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm talking about? We're in the Phantom Star Wars Menace. There was Natalie Portman, and she had a handmaiden, and she was really the handmaiden, so it was a decoy. So that's the John Connor you see in the future, where it's the guy, the blonde guy with the scar on his face. That, you know, that's John Connor's best friend, and everybody thinks he's John Connor, but John Connor is Edward Furlong, the biker dude with the big beard and stuff and a robot arm. And then you have him trying to get stuff back to his mom in the past or something like that, so that way you can see future Edward Furlong, and in his past the mom was with a Terminator, and you put her on the run again with the Terminator, and somehow the old version of Michael Biehn, because he's not going to get him an alien or anything else. So find a way. I don't care about time travel. Find a way, because this is giving you what you want. Not like you can make anything work. If people want it, they're like, I'll believe that, right? Because that's what people fucking do. Not just about movies, about life. So anyway, that's how you do it. You have Michael Biehn. Somehow he's old now because he's old. You don't de-age him, whatever. Make him old. You send him back to the past. He finds old Linda Hamilton. She's like, what is this? And he's like, don't worry, everything still happened. Blah, blah, blah. I'm here to fix time travel or something. And the Terminator chases him. And so old Arnold Terminator chasing old Michael Biehn and old Sarah Connor. And then Edward Furlong's in the future as some like badass biker dude leader of the resistance. I'm telling you, all he needs is a beard. And you give him a scar too, like right across his eye. Maybe give him like a danger eye or something. John Connor, Edward Furlong. Just do it. It'll work. But you know they don't want to do that because everything's about destroying men. What else should we do? Okay, so we fix a Terminator. What is it? It's a chase. It's a Terminator. They're all chasing each other now that they're old. It's like we wanted from Star Wars. You wanted Han, Luke, and Leia. And they were going to teach the kids the way. And the kids were going to rise to serve the Force. I don't know what the fuck is. So anyway, how do we fix Doctor Who? We have a guy come in. What's your favorite Doctor Who that would like come in and clean house? You have that old Doctor Who come in and say, what's wrong with this? We've got a female Doctor Who and she's crazy. And just totally retcon her and make her look like shit. And like just do everything like tit for tat. Everything she did, you want to do it. You like Rian Johnson, The Last Jedi, is it? Of Star Wars. Remember how he did that to Star Wars and he just like ruined it? Well, he just ruined everything that the Doctor Who that's a lady, I've never seen a single one of those. You take everything that the Doctor Who that's a lady did and you, hey, I'm just giving you what you want. This is what I think people want. And then you just totally, you don't forget about it. You retcon it, you shit on it. You're like, oh my God, we had that one doctor, she was crazy, she had a mind parasite. And that was a doctor everybody hated. And then you just fix everything because of that. Like it was some kind of distortion in, you know, TV shows already distorted reality. Time travel, Doctor Who, I don't know how it works. He's from an ancient race of pansexual time tards or whatever. It's way TARDIS. Did my candle go out? It must fix. Ow! No, it didn't. Damn it. Got wax all over my fucking, you can't even see it. burn me. So anyway, yeah, look at that. Candle wax on nipples. Baby powder, candle wax on pimples. That's from the TV version of Weird Science. It's good. All I did was take the pumpkin guts out. Hey, Halloween's over. This is Halloween hangover. So am I trying to tell you? Pumpkins are cheap now, depending on where you are. They just want to get rid of them because they're big and shit. You can eat the seeds. You can eat the guts. You can cut the pumpkin up and boil it in a big pot and then peel the skin off. And you put that in a blender and you make pumpkin pie and then eggs and milk and bleh, and the rest in the pie crust that you buy from the store. Like this. And then you can make pumpkin sketty. You can eat basically everything from the pumpkin except the skin. You gotta cook it. Don't eat it raw. I'm a raw pumpkin eater. You're an idiot. Cook it. Put spaghetti sauce on it. Tomatoes. Tomatoes were South American ornamentation, and somebody figured out that they make people eat them. And lobster's a slave food, so is a barbecue. And tomatoes were something that were ornamental on the Aztec temples and never ate them, and blah, there's your history. That's some tomatoes. Aren't they great? Tomatoes. There's so many varieties of them. There's varieties of tomatoes like I don't know what. Right? There's so many kinds of tomatoes. Anyway, it's really easy. Just whatever kind you use. Don't do pizza sauce. It's going to be weird. Pizza sauce doesn't become spaghetti sauce, okay? It's a different thing. And there's more oregano always, unless you like lots of oregano. I do. But I didn't put any in this. Because you know what? Simple pleasures. Slob food. I'm a good cook though, so I know how to make it work. I put the spaghetti sauce together with the carved out pumpkin stuff, and I know how to carve it out right. And then, I'm enjoying it. Mukbang! Sopa mukbang! Ay! I'm so lonely. Watch me eat food. You can do whatever you want on your end. I'm doing whatever I want here. I'm gonna do some more of that. Oh yeah. Playing with my unit. Oh. Okay. I don't need anybody. I'm an autonomous bio-robot thing. You know what I saw? Every now and then I refresh myself with what Boston Dynamics doing, and I want to see the robots and shit. It made me think of the Star Wars The Phantom Menace again. Isn't that the one where they have those droids come out and they're like, God, there's nothing to them. Why do these droids look so dumb? Because when they figure out how to make robots, they'll probably be like that. You can fucking fold them up. Like, the thing about they don't talk about robots in the future. Ooh, spooky day after Halloween. Let's talk about future shock. So anyway, the real robots that kill you don't need heads. They will look like those robots that roll up into balls and then open up. Yeah, they don't have to roll up into balls, but robots don't need heads. The real Skynet Terminators, go back to Terminator. Don't worry, we'll retcon. We'll give you the movies, giving you the movies that you want that they'll never give you. That's what it's called. Giving you the movies, giving you the films that you want that you know they'll never give you. And now, more show. So yeah, the Terminators, they're not gonna have heads. They don't. Why does those Boston Dynamic things don't need heads? They have like a camera. All right, and then there's those things that are just like 4 legs and they're horrible. Those attack beasts. I ate it all. It was really good too. I think it had to do with all the flavorings and stuff, whatever it is that's in spaghetti sauce. A brave new world. And then you add that to just pumpkin, and it's good. Or, you could add honey and cinnamon or brown sugar instead of tomato sauce, and you cook the pumpkin. Or you could just take pieces of the pumpkin like this. I'm not going to move it because it's like make the pumpkins fall. You just take a hunk of pumpkin and then put that in the oven and put butter on it or whatever you use. Your organic hemp oil. And get ripped. I'm baking pumpkin baked. There you go. You're pumpkin baked. From the future. So that's what we do in the future. We do everything we can to not forget the ways of the past. Simple pleasures like, even though they're horribly GMO'd pumpkins, and if you shoot your squirt of Mizuns in there, you're gonna have like weird pumpkin things with your eyebrows running around. I'm married. I can't do these things. I never would. Anyway, unless I need to defend myself, I would create a little army of expendable little pumpkin men. Oh, little Jack Squirt of Mizoon heads. That's what I call them. Oh, they all look like. I know who his daddy is. That's Scott Franklin, right? He's the man without a pop culture. Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah, this time of year, hey, are you broke? A lot of people are. Pumpkins, you can do so much stuff with them. Sugar is cheap. Can you afford honey? Some people can. If there's honey at the dollar store, Dollar Tree, that's not honey. No way. I refuse to believe that's honey. No way. It may be processed in a facility that at one time had a jar of honey in it or something. But no, there's no way you can get honey at the Dollar Tree. That's something else. It's probably corn. Most food, I think it's most food, 90% of food, no, 99% of food, like 99-cent store, whatever, 99% of food in a Dollar Tree is corn, wheat, and soy, and sugar is made thereof. And, sugar. And maybe gelatin, the ground meal of bones. Wipe out. I'm gonna try and put this back in. Open up, bitch. See, that's why I made such a big opening. Yeah. Because I'm big. I need a big opening. I need a big, fat, sassy black mama who's like, I like them big. I bet you do. Just to find where the hell the thing is, they have to have enough to snake in there around all that fat. Look at that fupa. Fupa! That's what Al Pacino likes. He likes that big, fat, black pussy. Fupa! Oh yeah, that's the only kind of woman you can smell. They're so fat you can't smell them. Not just because they're black, because they fat. But Al Pacino, that's because they're black. He used to hang out with Robert De Niro. That's why he likes him that way. Fupa! Oh, the scent of a woman. Honey, that's the scent of a woman that gets the flies away from all the food at the barbecue. If you know that joke, it's racist gender. It's about straight people trying to have a good time. Families getting together, having picnics. You know what they eat? I don't know. I don't go to picnics. I don't want to fucking go to anything. I don't do that shit. I stay home. We carve pumpkins. We make everything out of pumpkins. We add eggs and cream, and we put it all in the blender. We make pumpkin pie. We do everything except pumpkin spice. I don't know what that is. I don't know why they try to propagandize pumpkin. Pumpkins are really easy. You just forget about them. You have dirt, and then you forget about them. And if there's a lot of them, you'll get pumpkins. If all the rodents don't eat all the pumpkins. But anyway, as you can see, we're still soaking them. See that? I just because I didn't get to it yet. Anyway, Extreme LARPicism TV, Future Scott, Halloween post-coitus. Oh, Halloween hangover. What did we do last night? Oh, I feel kind of just not the greatest because weed highs are like, if you're going to have any, that'd be the best one to have. Oh, in the future, everything's high. It's the Soma. It's the Brave New World. It's the pharmacological pharmacopoeia. It's having a job where I used to take doo-doo and pee-pee to the sewer plant and sludge from the gas stations and the car washes and the grease traps of the restaurants and the faggots and the noon. Remember that guy, that preacher? He died. R.I.P. I think he was married to Auntie Fifi. And the home of the brave. Lord have mercy. Hallelujah. Electric Avenue. Oi, oi. Anyway, let's see if I can start this on fire. Anyway, yeah, so in the future, everything, why do I always say everything's high all the time? Because I want to do that. And why do I also say that? Because I one time had a job where we used to take the shit and piss to the sewer treatment plant, and they strain it off into water, and it becomes city water. They use it again. They don't go to all the trouble of recycling it if they don't use it. And it's not just used for, like, I don't know what they use it for. But the point is, it's full of your pharmacological, chemical cornucopia of medicines and shit. So whatever everybody else is on, whether you take it or not, if you live in the city, you're bathing in it, you're showering in it. So when I do my future LARPs, like this is here, a little revelation of the method within this episode, My methods, anyway. The methods of this particular madness. Is this madness? No, this is goodness and gladness. Are you enjoying this? I hope so. I take a piss in a little bit. But hang on for a minute. In the future, they want everything to be drugged all the time, like they want people to be now. I'm too tired of going anywhere and finding, in America at least, and finding out that, man, like, people are on something. I don't think everybody's high on weed. All right, I think they're on, like, several medications. I think that's why, like, if you watch a movie like The Joker, not The Joker, Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's Jared Leto making him have tears in his mascara because he was I'm supposed to be the Joker. Oh, Lucian, why? Fuck it, I'll make my own movie studio in Laurel Canyon and all. It'll be like the old days again. They didn't want me to be in the Manson family and Tarantino's movie and all that stuff. And they beat the shit out of me in Fight Club. Fine, I'm going to start my own cult. My own Laurel Canyon cult. Jared Leto. Remember, like Kanye, fava beans and a nice Kanye West. Yeah, he's starting a cult out in the desert. It's a good cult, though. It's about Jesus. So, anyway, what was my point? I don't know. Something about Nixon? Oh, no. In the future, everything's high all the time on cannabinoids and stuff. Sorry, it's bothering me. There's a pumpkin seed in there. Everything's drugged all the time. Because look at the commercials. Like, there's all these stuff, these drugs they want you to take, and they all have horrible side effects. All of them. Whenever I go to see the old man and the TV's on, we laugh at the commercials every time because there's always at least 4, right? And how many commercials are there in a commercial break? I'm kidding, but there's always at least 3 where they go, take this pill, and we laugh because they're like, why would anybody take that pill? Look at all the horrible stuff that could happen. If they give you a list of so many things, you're going to get some of those side effects, all right? There's too many of them. Look, I remember, I don't know how old you are, but I was a grown-up man in the 90s, and that's when we started getting inundated with all these happy drugs, the happy pills and stuff. Kids in the Hall made a movie about it by 1997. They were making a social commentary on how they wanted everybody to be doped up for everything. So in the future, in the Brave New World and all this stuff, when I do these, I always make commentary about cannabinoids and all that stuff because there's, you know, where you live, you know, in the world, they have this stuff about, oh, can we have it, can't we have it? It's legal, it's legal locally, but not federally, so if they want to shut it down, they can. And lots of people are in jail in this industrial prison complex stuff, and it's sad. But I said in the future it won't matter because they want everything to be high all the time. So that way you just keep watching, horribly watching. Which is why, again, since YouTube shadow banned me, I moved out to the Shadowlands, where I'm going to shadow ban, and we live out here, and anything can happen on Halloween Hangover. This is a Halloween Hangover. We don't do singing because my head is like an echo chamber. I can't even begin to tell you how terrible it is. Let me try, though. If I was to make a sound like this, wah, wah, I can't even do it. See, if I try to do it, it hurts. Let me try it again. Oh, I can't do it. I just tried to think about this sound, and it makes my head hurt. Yeah. I'm as hollow as one of these pumpkin heads here, right? Anyway, I think that's the point of the drugs, to make you feel hollow, to make you feel empty, so that things don't matter while you go, man, it's fucked up what's happening, right? And everybody goes, yeah, it's fucked up, man. It's the Big Lebowski. And then what do you get tore up about? Something that shouldn't matter. You fucking rug. And that's the idea of the Coen brothers laughing at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. From Skeks Reel. Anyway, that's your programming, and everybody loves it. They have Lebowski conventions. Whatever. And then who's Lebowski wound up with? Julianne Moore, that weird artist lady that does exhibitions of her vagina or something. Her uterus thing. I don't know. Whatever. Big Lebowski. I don't know what's so great about it. I kind of want to scrape out some of these pumpkins and make more spaghetti. You saw that I have more rations of spaghetti sauce, and you know how tiny my wife is. She's only going to eat like a spoonful of that sauce on her thing, right? It's nothing. Anyway, I got to go. I'll be back. This is like, I don't know. Will this be the end of the episode? Just keep watching and find out if it ends. Whoa! Halloween hangover. Halloween hangover. I had to come back. Sorry, man. I had a coughing spell. I think I hurt my kidney fucking the old lady. Anyway, I said I was gonna fix movies. I was gonna give you the movies you really want. Batman. He's gonna fight the Joker. And he's already gonna be Batman. And you don't get it, kill your parents. That's the message they want you to have. They want you to have the idea, kill your parents. And Aunt May doesn't need to be taken care of. She's hot. Oh my God, I woke up. Why did I do it again? Maybe a smoke will help me calm down. Hold on, let me try that. Yeah, let me light this thing. Wait a minute, where the hell? Where did I put I just had it. Hey, BB. Butterfinger BB. There you are. You son of a bitch, thank you. My good BB-8, shut up now. It's my lighter. Oh, help if I can stop coughing. Oh, it's the end of my light. That's fucked. This one. Sorry, I'll stop coughing. Oh, that's better. Wait, it's not working. That's better, it's working. Okay. I burned my nose. I'm just kidding. Anyway, BB-8. Where's the ashtray? And what the fuck is right here? That's where the cigar came from. I can't see anything in the dark. Oh yeah, so I was gonna fix movies. I was gonna wreck on movies. Cover that up there. I was gonna wreck on the movies. Suck. Give you what you would have liked, guys. Yeah. Halloween hangover. Still extreme narcissism. It's all me coughing. You think I'm gonna phone that in? Yeah. So anyway, Shape of Water. Remember that one? Guillermo del Weirdo? It's a movie where a lady falls in love with the fish. You said, wait a minute, Scott. Everybody's weird. They like that movie. Here's how I fix it. This is what you want. A lady falls in love with a fish, man. And they hunt and kill both of them. That's a demon. And then, why? Because I wanted to see a movie where the woman fucks the fish. And then we have to, it's like the Chinese connection with Bruce Lee, where it's like Chinese government, so he can't just kill a bunch of guys and do that because only the government can do that. So he gets revenge, but Bruce is like, okay, I'll get revenge, like all Chinese dudes want me to get, but I'm going to get gunned down at the end, and I'm not going to show the getting gunned down. I'm just going to jump into the air in a blaze of glory, and they're going to go, and that's how he gets shot to death by the Chinese Tommy guns, or, can they say Tommy? Whatever, how would they pronounce it in China? Tonggong! Whatever they call it. Tengu guns, that's Japanese. That's a love gun in Japan that shoots jizz. The Tengu gun, yeah, you're gonna get gooped up with that. It's gonna be CGI digital manga loads. Oh my God, you get spirited away. So much cum. Oh my God, we got janked. Halloween hangover. Oh my. A whole box of condoms. Okay. So, what do we want to get out of? I'm so sorry for the coughing. What do we want? I'm gonna puke. What do we want? Oh, it's a pubic hair. That's why. Oh man. Tiny pubic hair. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, hold on. Let me have a drink first. Okay, I just need something. Okay, I'm better now. So the movies we could fix. Batwoman, a TV show. She's not a lesbian anymore. She doesn't have a boyfriend. Batman's in it sometimes. How do we fix Batman? He just fights the Joker, and nobody gets in the way, and they puts him in jail or whatever. I don't know. I don't. Why do I gotta fix him? Everybody else they love that. They're in love with everything. I can only do it when it's easy. I'm like, oh, that's easy. What do you want me to do? Fix Star Wars? Everybody wants to do that. You say fix Star Wars. It's too late. They're dead. But if they were alive, so do that. You really want me to do this? You stayed after all the coffee, and I'm going to talk about fixing Star Wars. Han Solo's not a deadbeat dad. Luke Skywalker never gave up. Kylo Ren took off and became a maniac. Do you really need Kylo Ren? What's wrong with his face? Give him scars before we meet him and go, oh my God, what happened to this guy? And then in flashbacks, you can see that he looks like the Twilight baby, where they took Adam Driver and tried to blend him with Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford. And then you go, hurrah! And then, I'm just kidding. No, you do it right. Nobody wants, this is what you want to see. It's done perfectly. So anyway, I have Kylo Ren, and his face is all fucked up, and he looks like when you stay in the bathtub too long, and you got a cut in your toe. And it's Darth, Kylo Ren. Why are they both Rey and Ren? Oh, that's the other thing I do. Guess what? They're brother and sister. No Reylo. Kylo Ren and Rey are brother. We're going based on the first Force Awakens they gave us. So we'll do that, all right? That's our jumping off point. Finn is a black guy janitor that when his work gets too hard, he quits his job and falls in love with the first white woman he sees. So he becomes a real man, and instead of being a coward and running away, he does everything he can for this woman. And then finally she notices him. She's like, oh my God, I'm so stupid this whole time. Finn, you've been saving my life and shit. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I just didn't see you now. And there you go, Jungle Fever and Star Wars. Okay? And there's your diversity. Rose Tico, you got to make her have a heart of gold, and you don't kill her because she's got to get her own movie that's like a lesser thing. Like, we're not going to have the big Star Wars guys, but we'll give you like the Ewoks on ABC. We'll give you Rose Tico on, well, everything's going to be on streaming. They don't even want you to go to the movies. That's what the movies suck. The movies suck. They don't want you to go. They want to punish you with your programming, tell you this is what you should think, and if you don't like it, you're bad. And that's for anybody that doesn't like it. And you're going to get more of the same. And they can spend all the money they want on it as long as you go to see them. And if you don't, just stay home and pay for streaming. Wait a minute. Why don't you just stay home and pay for streaming? That's all they really wanted. That's Hegelian dialectics in cinema, where they create a problem and they come up with the answer to that problem. And the people go, yay! That was a really good Lion King Part 2. Yeah, whatever. They came up with a program that makes it seem like hand-drawn animation. It makes it all wonky, like when people are drawing it and the cells don't match up or whatever. And whatever. And we made a whole bunch of Etsy artists. We hired them as interns and paid them nothing to paint all the cells. So all over the world, people were painting digital cells and with paint buckets or whatever. How long before they don't need anybody to make cartoons? And they just like, it's a program. And like, I wanted to do this and do this and do that, and then make these voices. And anybody could do that. Like at home, alone, to bone. That's from a Salt and Pepper song. What song is that from? I Get Up on That Duke. That means it's about girls in the 90s eating butts. In a 90s kind of world, I'm glad I got that swirl. Hershey swirl. Put your head up right. Whenever it's brown, there's a kiss coming at you from the night. I don't know, I haven't got nothing. Remember Living Single? Why should you? So, I didn't even watch it. I didn't, I just remember it. Fox would put anything on TV back then. And now Disney owns it. Okay, so what other movies? The Terminator, Batman. Oh, Star Wars, we're still doing Star Wars. So, Han Solo, we're not even going to kill him. We're going to keep him alive because we're going to get him to realize he can be fun. We're going to get Harrison Ford to realize it's going to be fun to be old, fat Han Solo, just farting around space, smoking space toads, with Chewbacca sitting down because the guy's like in his 70s and giant people always have terrible troubles with their spine and their legs and shit like that. It's tremendous pain. And on top of it, I heard that guy's an asshole. Peter Mayhew. Rest in peace. And Kenny Baker He used to punch little kids in the face. And Willow Ufgood, he was good. He's still alive. I don't want him to come after me. So the guy who played Willow, he's one of the good ones. He'd always say, Billy Barty, stop trying to fuck those kids. He was like always trying to help people. So anyway, Wicket, I'm going to bring Wicket back for this at the end where they go to Endor. Because it's the end of the movie. Get it? And it's also how Return of the Jedi ended. Haha, J.J. Abrams, but the way people want it. It's what you want. It's what you wish you would do. So anyway, Princess Leia and Han Solo. Still crazy after all these years. But and then they're together. And they're like, we got to do something about our son. And then guess what? Their daughter is Rey. And they had to leave her on the island. Or no, she's with them. Just start out with Rey with them. It's like, Mom and Dad, what's up? And like, we had to leave you on this finishing school planet because you have an accent. And that's why you don't sound like two Jewish people. Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher. Debbie Reynolds, rest in peace. Harrison Ford, you've been dead to me for a long time. Rest in peace. Anyway, I still think it's cool the guy crashed a fucking helicopter and still did Star Wars. No, it was an airplane. It was an autogyro. He's old. Harrison Ford was baked and he's flying an airplane and he crashed it. And he still did Star Wars. He ran away from Softars. Yeah, it's just tentacle porn. It's just James Gunn shit. Look. Then R2-D2 and C-3PO show up and they're like, where's BB-8? And he's dead. He died. I'm like, BB-8. And that gives you something tragic about Star Wars. Like, oh, we had this little robot. And people are like, yeah, I kind of didn't like him anyway. And then it's just, he's just one of those characters that saves everybody or something. But then you're like, I'm glad he's dead though. Isn't that cool? It's like Batman from Batman and Robin. You can have Robin die. They don't care. No, we love Robin. He becomes Buttwing. And becomes the Proctator or whatever the fuck it is. He becomes Azazel, the Batman Avenger. So what else can do we fix Star Wars? Who's the big villain? Emperor Snopes. He's spreading come to me for the truth, me and my wife. Emperor Snopes. Girl power. And finds out that you just go there and you're like, this is just lies. You didn't even do any homework. And like, how dare you? And this big lightsaber battle. And Kylo Ren says, fuck you, Mom and Dad. And then his sister, which is Rey, she's like, come on, back to the Force. And Rose Tico is horrible, but she's got like a heart of gold because she's bitch. But she'll really do dangerous stuff. Like, nobody can fit in there, Rose. She's like, and like, where's Rose? And like, oh no, she wanted to do it. That's dumb. Suicide mission. But she never goes. That's the whole point. She's like a Asian suicide bomber, but she never dies. She just always makes it. And then why? It's like she's horrible. But then you find out why. Her whole fucking family's dead. Nobody gave a shit about her because she's a little ugly, little chubby thing. And then you have the one time, the episode, who's the guy for her? Find me a Star Wars. Not Benicio del Weirdo. I'm not even putting him in this. He's too old and he's weird. So Rose Tico, we're getting something nice for her. Some nice little white-haired, blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy. Okay? Diversity. And then that's going to be Tico's boyfriend. We've got to make him a cool guy. We're going to get rid of Oscar Isaacs. In my version, Oscar Isaacs gave Poe the jacket and died into the sand. And that was the end of him, like was always supposed to be. He was a jacket delivery system. Poe Dameron. Rest in peace, Poe Dameron. Rest in peace, Oscar Isaacs. And that's the bell means, you know it's true. So anyway, Rose Tico falls in love with the pride of Norway, okay? And then she dolls herself up the one time. Like, oh, wow, look. She looks like a girl from your neighborhood that's kind of pretty. That would be your best girl if she liked you. And instead we thought she was just a little turd because she was, because her whole family's dead. Like, they all died horribly. And you can have this whole thing where you find out, this is in her special, the Rose Tico special, where you find out the whole tragedy that happened to her family. You're like, fuck, that's so fucked up. I can't believe this is on Disney for kids, you know? They don't show the blood, but you know what happened to them. They brought out the boar worms. No, Father, anything but the boar worms. You know what? Anel Muti, I'm beginning to think you like the boar worms because you're always telling me to get the boar. You're saying, no, not the boar. Stop calling me daddy. All right? I'm Max von Sydow. This is some weird kinky sex stuff for John Milius, okay? We're making Sam Jones watch. Freddie Mercury is doing the sex sounds on Planet Mongo. I can't do Freddie Mercury. What are you, out of your fucking mind? I smoked that away a long time ago, but I assure you I could. Speaking of which, Daddy needs his medicine. Give me this. Well, it's getting so hot I can't light it. Hold on. It's getting so small. It's tiny. It's hard to light. It's too close to my face. My hair's long. Can you dig it? Do you get it? So anyway. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, Star Wars. So, Rose Tico, what a tragedy, what a survivor. That's how you make her cool. It's the same fix I said in the other episode that you do for Captain Marvel. Nobody wants a Captain Marvel movie. What are we gonna do? More Captain... I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Here's how you fix Captain Marvel. You let her still be a bitch, and she just doesn't know how to interact with people, and she's got so much power and everything. She's a douche. And then she has to come back down to Earth because she realizes it's lonely being like that, and she doesn't know how to human very well. And you make it like... You make Captain Marvel's story arc could be really cool. It's the literal reform of the SJW, and it shows them how. In a Marvel movie. Why? Because we the people took over Disney. It was declared a monopoly and was given back to the people. And we said, you know what? We're going to take all these socially awkward people that have tisms, and autism just means like, I don't want to talk to you, I'm a snot, so I'm just going to spaz out or pretend like I can't open my mouth or something. I know there's some people with real problems. But anyway, you know what you do? Hold on, let me smoke this. You make movies like Captain Marvel and tell them it's for them. You do Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan too, and you say, you know what? I don't need to be such a bitch. Maybe I should stop complaining and get a hijab and try and make my hands tiny so that when I find a nice man to be my husband, he won't be intimidated. I have big, strong hands. That's just dumb. That's just somebody who doesn't... What is that? I get giant hands. That's just Mr. Fantastic Four. Brown. Well, you make Reed Richards an Indian guy from Pakistani. He started a convenience store. He met Sue Storm. She used to come in. They're both going to school. Somehow, I don't know how those guys always get to stores. In the convenience store, they fall in love. Now, what do you know? They're going to space with Sue Storm's brother. Doolululu, Bollywood Fantastic Four. Done right. Fantastic Four, 1960s style, with musical Bollywood numbers done in it. We're just going to have to deal with a brown Reed Richards. Just deal with that. Diversity. Diversity. That's what you want, right? Oh, I'll fix the Mandalorian. Guess what? It's Boba Fett. That's how. Just make it Boba Fett and give George Lucas some money. Remember this? The people guerrilla style took over. Disney was declared a monopoly, and that means it's given to the people. And then it's just like Game of Thrones laughed at. They said, what do you want to do with one of the 5 things? It's Disney. And the people were like, holy shit, that's entertainment. Well, everybody's learned how to decode movies. Thanks, Jay's analysis. And then they put them out of business. And then what happened? Now people know about the lies of movies, so they started making movies to reprogram humanity. This is Happy Future, Scott. I still got my head. Yeah, with all the hair on it and shit. I'll prove it. Look. There it is. That's me. La, la, la. So anyway, look. It was all was saved. That was my Halloween nightmare that you lived last night. This is the Halloween hangover from that. I'm still here. I'm still here. Everything's good. The world is still here. Everything will be good. Be sure to go see my movie. Remember that? Arnold had a movie in 1999 about where he was... The girl from The Craft was giving birth to the unholy demon, and Gabriel Byrne was like a demon or something, and Arnold had to fight the monster from The Golden Child. Do you remember that? I forget what it was called. Was it called 1999 or something? And that's another movie. I don't know. Whatever it's called, it was an Arnold movie where nobody cared about him anymore. Even though the last action hero was good. I wouldn't change anything about it. It's good. Okay. So what else do we need to fix? It got ruined. Oh, Predator. They ruined Predator. This is exactly what you do. You bring all of them together. You bring, I know it sounds dumb. Adrian Brody, yes. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Anybody, Danny Glover, it's old timers. There's some kind of Predator squad where they're like a team of people, and then you bring in whoever you want. Paul Rudd. You're like, oh my God, Paul Rudd, it's gonna work. They kill him immediately. He gets his head buzzsawed off, and like, fuck. That's what he does. He gives his Paul Rudd face where he goes, oh no, and then there's a hole right through his head, and it splits in half or whatever you want it to look like. It's your fantasy of gore. So what is it? One Predator. No, I got an idea. It starts out, you're like, oh my God, it's fucking Danny Glover and Dutch and Gary Busey's torso or whatever. What happened to Gary Busey? His head came off. Gary Busey's somehow amazingly alive. And Mel Gibson's there too. He's part of the old timer squad. And he tells the story of Kurt Russell's there too. And they're the old timers. It's like the Magnificent Seven of guys. Sylvester Stallone's in there too. But he's a guy that's actually out in the field. And he's like, I'm still in the shit, you guys. And you get to see Sylvester Stallone in Predator. And you're like, no way, if he's out there, I'm out there. And then Arnold goes out there and they all go out and they're like, fuck it, man. And then Danny Glover goes, I'm too old for this shit. And then he does the arm thing with Mel Gibson. You're like, oh my God, wait a minute. This is fucking Lethal Weapon. Yeah, everybody you want and they're all fighting Predators. And guess who else is out in the field as the younger guys? Who's head of the team? Keanu fucking Reeves. Yeah. And we need like a woman in there too. Who's some Tits McGee? Ronda Rousey's part of his team. And some WWE divas all read everything. Amber Heard, put her in there too. And they all die. They get skinned by predators. Like Goblin Slayer style. Oh my God, Ronda Rousey's pissing herself. I don't believe it. I keep spitting out cigar puke. So anyway, and he's like, this feels... Your son... He was like, wait a minute. You son of a bitch. But he does it to Danny Glover because it's the other black dude. Danny Glover's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, oh, that's right, it was Carl Weathers. That was Action Jackson. So who else could we put in it? I don't know. I'm sure you'll figure out like 5 guys that are pretty cool. Owen Wilson. We need a lot of cannon fodder. We're going to have a huge squad. Like, wow, I can't believe we got all these famous people. And like, yeah, well, we have like a so many picture deal. And this is one of the ones where it's easy for us because we know we're going to die. They know they're going to like make our heads splat. And like, whoa, this is the real Expendables versus Predator. Ah! It's better. Expendables versus Predator, and you just put all those dudes in there, but it's still Predator versus aliens. And then you put Michael Biehn in there to be one of the aliens guys because he died. They never brought him back. And at the end, they're like, "Do you want to see more?" And at the end, that's when Sigourney Weaver's there as, you know, not Ripley, but it's Ripley. And that's what you want, right? Who else belongs in the Predator thing? Clint Eastwood. He's the president. And he's like, I don't know, The Rock. Do you want to see The Rock fight Predator? Just fucking throw all the toys in there. All your human puppets. And even that can get around. And just make the old timers hold guns and go. And you're like, whoa, look at that old timer, man. It's going to hurt him so hard tomorrow because he's using all the muscles in his body to fire that gun. But fuck it. You'd be happy to live tomorrow. Because this is going to be full of gore. Oh my God, who don't you like in movies that's like popular? Jason Statham, I never cared for him. He's still being in this. He's gonna be really cool, so we'll get him to be in it. But then when it's gonna be horrible what happens to him. He's gonna be split open and he tears his guts and he's gonna be like, oh, and they tear his arms off and his legs off and he's still alive somehow. He's like, and it's just like a head writhing around. And then they put a fork through that and they light it on fire with the Predator flamethrower on his wrist. Ha, innovation. You gotta give him new stuff. The Predator flamethrower, that's what I'm bringing to you. It's right on the wrist. And then there's a part where Arnold, he's like, I know what to do. And he cuts off the Predator's fucking arm so it can't detonate. And now he's got a Predator's arm with the flamethrower in it. And he lights a fucking cigar with the smoking Predator hand as it lights its own self on fire because Arnold cut it off of its fucking dead body. You know why? Because Mel Gibson went Riggs and did the Three Stooges. And crazy fucking thing. And then Danny Glover went, oh no, I'm too old for this. And then Mel Gibson went nuts with a fucking Bowie knife on one of those giant jungle knives and shit. He's like, and he's carving pumpkins in the back of a fucking Predator. And then that's when the aliens show up. And then this is where it gets cool. The Predator's like, oh no, we're fucked. The aliens were sent to hunt us by other Predators. So then the Predators have to team up with all those other guys so they don't get melted in acid because they're old and shit. And you have a whole bunch of cool predators that look like different snake skins or leopard spots or cheetah spots or like a moldy fish or fugu fish or whatever the fuck a predator's supposed to be. One of them's the crab man from My Name is Earl, a little skinny predator guy or whatever with dreads. Like, what's that one? Like, that's Duke. That's Duke the predator. Ah, little Duke. And he self-detonates to save everybody after all the last of the cool big predators are cut to pieces or torn apart by aliens. And there's one alien fucks the predator, and you're like, oh my god, he's fucking him in the ass. You're like, oh my god, I can't bear to see that. And then it's Linda Hamilton. That's one of the women that survives, right? 65-year-old Linda Hamilton. And there she is. It's like, oh god, that predator is getting fucked. He saved my life. And an alien fucks him, and then some kind of predator alien shoots out of its mouth. It's like, oh my god, it wants to fuck everything. It's when a predator fucks an alien. And then Linda Hamilton has a scene like Evil Dead 2 in the forest with the trees, but it's with a predalien. It's tentacle porn. But nobody, it really is a horror movie because nobody wants to see Linda Hamilton. They de-age her for that scene. Anyway, I don't want to, that's disgusting. Anyway, forget that part. I don't care if you want that. You know, I know that that's what you want. I know. I don't want that. You want that. So I know you want that. That's what you want watching. I don't want that. I'm not letting you have that. I know I'm giving you guys what you want, but there's just, you've seen too much DeviantArt and you thought it was funny, but then it had tits or penises or whatever that you liked and you want to fuck an airplane lady or something. Or some kind of like, I want to fuck the lamp from Pixar. You know what I'm talking about? It's also a robot from Star Wars. Did I finish fixing Star Wars? It didn't need to be done. They ended Star Wars. This is the Star Wars. Whatever Han, Luke, and Leia did, and the kids were there too, so that you could do stuff with the kids, so that the old people could be in the background. And then here's what it's really about. Old fat Han Solo streaming the TV show, and you just watch old fat Han Solo tell stories about what a younger version of him did. I've been saying this now, it's so obvious. But no, how do you fix the stuff that's ruined? What else did they ruin? Star Trek. Don't redo it. I don't know. What'd they do to ruin it? I didn't watch that one. They just said everything because women. This is how you fix everything, okay? This is how you fix everything. You let men do it. Everything. And then you have cool action chicks. And directed by women and stuff, but it's like what women want. Not what these small percentage of weird crayon box headed warriors of virtue warriors, smelly SJWs, people, horrible Brave New Worlders. Do you know that it's mass? Hey, Halloween Hangover. Do you know that it's mass produced? I'll get it right. There's so many copies of these books written that said, hey SJWs, this is how you're programmed. And guess what, guys? You are those guys. And they're like, we don't want to read that. But you are that. You know, that Marxist stuff and everything, socialism. A lot of these guys like that stuff. I know that. A lot of those guys, this is in 2019, for you guys back in the past, they like that Marxist stuff. We'll get it right this time. It would have worked. No, you forget who paid for it. That's what Star Wars is about. That's Snopes. Emperor Snopes tells you in the Star Wars. I wanted to say, what is it when like something's a growth? In the Star Wars, whatever. Infection. I forget what I was talking about. So anyway, Snoke tells you in The Last Jedi, because it's supposed to be the last Star Wars movie, Emperor Snoke says, we pay for the revolutions, we buy the ships, we pay for both sides. Like when everybody told you that's George Soros is paying for all this stuff, and he's a Nazi, and Joe Rogan goes, no way, bro, or whatever. Joe Rogan and Joey Lawrence, is there some kind of connection between those? Are they somehow the unholy goo of each other? I don't know. They make the Lawrence brothers and Joe Rogan in a lab together. They all related. Who's the other guy? The guy that's like the mini Joe Rogan guy. He's his friend even. I don't know his name. He's in movies and shit. I don't know who the fuck it is. You know about Joe Rogan and all his stupid friends. So anyway, look. This is how you fix all the movies. All of them. No having the women do stuff that not even women don't want to see it and men don't like it. You want to have a woman kicking ass. She's got to be sexy. Doing impossible things. Or like, how'd they manage to cover her nips and that? But, you know, and then boing. I know you shouldn't titillate people. It's not, fornication is wrong. It's supposed to be marriage programs. Like, two people meet. They fall in love. You don't see any nudity. The shade goes down. Points go up. Gogol 13. Keep it like, that's as risque as it gets. Oh, we know what that means. Fornication? No, that's the honeymoon night. I'm just saying love is gone. The movies needs a hot beef injection. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to end it with this. This is how to fix every movie. Every movie needs a hot beef injection. And the women need to just take it in the face and say, we love it. Because you love it. Not in real life. I mean, nobody would love that. Gay guys, only people that love loads in the face is gay guys. And women have mental problems, so I imagine. You prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, women. Try me and tell me you love it. And make me believe you. Okay, I gotta go. R. Kelly's on. Gonna do lessons before they take all his videos down. I'm putting bitches in cages. I'm peeing on them. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'm just trying to tell you that what the movies and all your pop culture and social media needs, really, all it really needs, believe it or not, is a good deep dicking. Lesbians that want to nest right away will agree to you that they want to be allowed to keep real estate first and foremost. They don't want anybody to have houses anymore. That's the future. It's a brave new world. And there's more lesbians than ever. But they're like, wait a minute, we thought we were going to have our dream home. We're going to have 2 she sheds, one for each of us when we can't get along. So we can have screaming sessions or whatever the fuck it is. Religion they allow us, that neo-pagans to have. We just wanted to be like kind of humans and just gay. No. They couldn't just be with each other. They were mandatory. They lived in Maryland. They had to go to Orgy Porgies. Neo Maryland. It's a territory that's ruled by actual vampires from True Blood. The future's weird. So anyway, the point is, the movie, everything needs a hot beef injection. It just needs a good deep dicking. Alright? And it needs some sexing up. The women need to sex it up in the movies. They need to be sexy. And not Charlie's Angels sexy. Look, I don't want to hear anything about Kristen Stewart, Charlie's Angels not being sexy. Compare them to Lucy Liu, Cameron Diaz. That's the hot Charlie's Angel, Cameron Diaz. Alright? It could have been Cameron Manheim. Just kidding. Anyway, and Drew Barrymore? Look at that boxer's chin, man. If anybody should go in the UFC, it should have been a young Drew Barrymore. She could have been somebody. Look at that chin. Drew Barrymore and versus Tori Spelling. Yow! That's a battle of the 90s. Who's the ring girl? You decide. Princess Leia, bikini. I don't know. That's the 80s. I don't know. Whatever you decide. Who's the you like from the 90s? Anyway, enough gross stuff. So yeah. Weird future. Don't let it happen. Be on a monogamy quest. Try to stay together. The future doesn't want this. How do you fix movies? Cinema needs a good deep dicking. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Dr. Jinkmans. Jenkum Duke, yeah. Oh, stay out of the Duke. You need love. You need the chemicals of bonding. They're not in the colon. They're when penis touches vagina, raw dogging it, but only after marriage because you know that neither one of you has anything. Because you have to do tests or whatever before you get married. Don't you? You have to have papers like, do you have all your shots? I'm just kidding. You don't need to do that. So anyway, yeah, I just think that's what's wrong with movies. It's just a good deep dicking. And I told you because I'm from the future. I know what happens. Eventually, if things go wrong, every movie ends with a cum shot. Want to see Alvins and Chipmunks, The Squeakquel Part 7? Yeah, it's terrible. Alvin! And then shoots a big hot load of jizz and it steams and it's in horror vision where you can feel the sense like, oh my God, I can feel it. The hot jizz on me. And like, this is a children's movie? And everybody's like, just shut up, man. They're not children anymore. They're CRISPR kids. Look at them. They're dolphins. They're not even humans. And you're like, yeah, but why are we letting them watch the Feelies? Hello? Is this thing on? Why are they letting them watch the Feelies? Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's crickets every night here. You know what the feelies is? It's light petting. It's where you go to watch softcore porn in the Brave New World. Copyright by Aldous Huxley, 1932. Do you know that Aldous Huxley had a brother? His brother was Julian Huxley. Do you know that Julian Huxley wrote the book on transhumanism? Do you know I'm so close to between two ages that I could just pull it out for you right now and say transhumanism between two ages? Yes, we are. Yes, we're in the idiocracy. You know what? To somebody else, we are the idiocrats. Did you ever go to the store in Crocs, in pajama pants? Adult grown man, woman? I haven't. But a lot of people go in jogging pants, and nobody seems to mind yoga pants, even though I think they make fun of them now. Nobody seems. Look at my pumpkin's on fire inside. It is. Let's see what happens. That's because I made toilet paper roll candles, and I couldn't get all the paper off, so now it's burning away. Yeah. And I can't even smell the candle. I made these candles out of toilet paper rolls. Well, just this one. And that one and that one. But this one you can tell is store-bought because of the way it tapers. This is a tube of cardboard. Because I thought it was a waste of time. Did I do this recipe for you before? Let me show you. I'm an idiot. I'm a candle-making faggot. I stick them up my ass and I light them on fire. Yeah, dude. No. You put them in an old toilet paper roll. I'd have all this candle wax as people give you gifts as candles and shit. I'm like, okay, so I'm a man. I have candles. I guess they're mandals now. So when they melt, I'm like, what do I do with all this goo? Just make another fucking candle. So I did. I just bought a bunch of wicks. It's like a rope. It's not a bunch. It's just like a rope. You buy a rope of candle wicks. I did. And you cut it off. And it fits the size of toilet paper tubes. Right? You just cut it with the fucking scissors. Chip, chip. And then I need to get laid. Obviously. I mean, look at this. I'm a fucking faggot. Look at this fucking, there's too many candles. Come on, man. I shouldn't have time like this. I should somebody waxing my fucking dick. I should be paying for a piece. Okay. I don't mean for a prostitute. I mean like as a wife or something. Anyway, look. Anyway. That's how you fix movies. Oh, no. I forgot. I was talking about the future movies. Everything has money shots. There's a big scene where the trans person meets a diverse person at the airport. Don't get on that plane. They're going to have some kind of sexual congress. They were going to do it again, and then they didn't because they had an argument, and they decided to not be allies anymore. And then they raced in the airport, and they couldn't find each other because everybody's wearing Antifa Spider-Man gear and they have masks on because every day is like the Purge and every day is like fucking Halloween. And it was also Thursday's Pride Parade because every Thursday is a Pride Parade. Not the same Pride Parade that they have every day in the future. But anyway, this is a romantic comedy in the future. So anyway, these two people, they had feelies together. Oh my God, the loads that they shot, that was so huge that they shot on each other from their shim from her 8-inch milky Kathleen Kennedy, Ryan Johnson beach clit. And then the other marshmallow thing that had a huge penis with a vein in the side that looked like it was made from oil pulling and putting veins in the tip of a penis or something. It looked like there was pills in there. Anyway, and the loads they shot that day, that's how people know you care about each other. It's about quantity. It's not quality time, it's quantity time. How much jizz? Because that's what everything's about. Social media and facials. You gotta be able to take a load. Look at this. Look at this load. It's about the complete degradation of man and women. Destroy the womb. Make kids in the fridge. You put some stuff in this. Your partner puts some stuff from that. You put it together in a petri dish. You put it in the fridge. And then when you open up in the morning, that thing is hungry or horny or both. Depends on what you want to do with it. CRISPR kids, there's no E in it because they don't have empathy and they're not allowed to emote, so you can do whatever you want to them. CRISPR, no E because they can't emote. You don't want them to. And a lot of them suffer indignities like this and nobody cares even though they have life in them somehow. And they seem to be sentient because that's the thing that everybody wants in the future. They want their things to suffer, right? And then they can start over again. I'm having a bad day. You know a Smurf is 7 apples? No, I'm sorry, a Smurf is 3 apples high. Did you know that? CRISPR Smurfs are about 3 apples high. Why do I tell you this? because I have a prop coming soon. I'm going to have a dead CRISPR Smurf. What do I tell you about the Smurfs? They're a plague in the future. This is back to the LARP. They're a plague in the future. They fuck everything. They hump on everything. They shoot jizz all everything. Blueberry jizz. It's disgusting. It looks like there's like blood veins in it and stuff. It's gross. I don't know what it is. And they're disgusting. They have hair and razor bumps. They hump your legs and it hurts. You get brush burns. You're like, oh man, did you go into Smurf territory? Like, yep. Like, you can tell, man, they humped your legs. You gotta kill them. So anyway, how tall are CRISPR Smurfs? 3 apples high. But how high is that, Scott? You gotta be pretty high. Now, let me, seriously though, 7 inches. A nice old 7-incher. You can, believe you me, and I have more than that. But a nice 7-incher can do a lot of damage. That's 3 apples high. That's the size of a Smurf. That's the size of Les Schtroumpfs. I don't know where you're getting that from. I don't know what kind of African CRISPR Smurfs they have over there, where their butts are just a little bit bigger and all that. But, you know, whatever. They're better dancers. CRISPR Smurfs. I'm gonna have to do a video of the making of them. I'm gonna make it out of like silicone. Like, I want it to be rubbery. I want to make like a rubber jiggler dead CRISPR Smurf, and it's gonna be ugly. Oh, you know, another plague of the future? Sponge budding. SpongeBob's. We eat them. We dry them out. It's horrible. They're horrible. Meh, meh. They want to kill. I'm gonna rape you now. They're horrible. Meh, oh, Gary. And they fuck snails and they kill them. They stick their dicks in the holes of snails. Ow, ow, ow. And the snails are like dying, and you can hear that suction noise. That you're like, what the fuck is that? You hear a lot of it, and like, stay the fuck out of there. You know that there's sponge buds over there. They're budding. They're fucking the shells in there, or old used fleshlights that are all moldy and shit. That's a portal to Cthulhu. And then you have vajankles coming out of it. It's disgusting. Oh yeah, vajankles are real. Did you know that? Thanks, GMO. A sentient foot that you can fuck. Or you can have a vagina or an asshole. They also have an ass ankle. How do you make a vajankle out of an ass? And then an ankle, an ass ankle, and it's like a vajankle. That's normal, right? It's a vajankle. It's a foot with a vagina at the top, a severed foot. Here's the foot, and it's cut off, and there's a vagina, so you can fuck it because you're Dave Chappelle. You like to fuck feet. That's normal. This is gross. It's an asshole. It's a vanasshole. No, that's a vagina asshole. No, that's another thing. I didn't want to talk about that. That's really gross. And the noises it makes, it's definitely a brazzer. What is brazzers? It's a noise. That's the brazzers. It's disgusting. You don't want to get caught by they will kill you too. There's a lot of dangerous stuff in the future. Everything shoots day-glow jizz, and it's trying to fuck you. So anyway, yeah, so CRISPR Smurfs. 7 inches tall, 3 apples high. True. They're terrible. And movies need a good deep dicking. And this town needs an enema. Remember that? I don't know if you know this, but in the future, that's the most famous quote by Jack Nicholson. President Nicholson. Actually, he's not President Nicholson, he's President Joker. He ran for office as the Joker, and he never came out of character. And people like that. And then he was overthrown by the presidentress Hillary Clinton, where she just put on Joker makeup and she just said, I am the Harley Quinn. I'm the Hillary Quinn. There you go. I'm the Hillary Clinton. That's Harvey Dent. That's Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton's Harvey Dent, bitch. And Hillary Clinton is Hillary Quinn. Hillary Clinton. C-I-L-N. Like Clinton. Hillary Clinton. That's Harley Quinn. Got that, bitch? She kills Jack Nicholson. And then they kill Bill and Hillary both, along with Obama and a bunch of other people and the royal family. And they tie them to the Piers for High Tide. And they film the whole thing so that every kid that goes to school knows that that's in the archive, so that they can sleep when they learn about history and they're worried at the threat that they could still be alive. Everybody's known. They can see the live stream that they did, where they tied them to the Piers for High Tide. And after that, and they were dead and they were drowned, they cut their heads off and they did a whole bunch of other stuff. And you can see all that. You can ask Jeeves or Carton or whatever. So anyway, in the future that went right, we fixed movies and they didn't have jizz in them. Like when I never finished. They go to the airport. They meet each other. They find each other. The Antifa mask, the Purge mask gets too hot. They both lift their mask up for a breath of air, and they find each other. And then they go and they embrace in some kind of disgusting, repugnant, repellent embrace that the audience makes people in 2019 curdle. Even weird trans people are like, what are they doing? And then a guy gets on a bucket full of cum, and he gets on a ladder. He opens the ladder in front of the two people, the two trans people rubbing and touching, and then all that. And the guy puts the lather there behind him, and he climbs up the ladder with the bucket of cum, and he dumps it on their heads, and like, and then they bathe in the cum. Romantic comedy, romantic cum comedies. Actually, it's synthetic cum comedies. Cum B. It's cum with a silent B. C-U-M-B. I don't know if you know this happens in the future, but remember Cumtown? Those guys are given a province because they're fascist assholes and they're all trans, everything. They love gay people and everything is cool, gay. So they make them be gay. They get all fucked in the ass by broomsticks or whatever in Harry Potter land, and you give them territory, and they call it Cum B-Town because in the future it's synthetic cum. That's why it's such huge loads, and it gives the illusion of love. The amount of loads. Everything is about money. I mean, like everything's got to be like, something. And it's all sterile seed. All vile sterile seed. You know why men are so important? Because they have the seed. It comes out of their balls. It goes into the womb. That's the oven. It cooks the baby. It starts at home with daddy. You know this is true. So what are you supposed to do? You shoot your loads into the hatchery. That's what I do. My wife hates it. Anyway, I'm going back and forth between wife and wife. You get the idea. Anyway, she hates it. I go to the Brave New World hatchery, and there's a whole bunch of little rebels with my eyebrows. And anyway, I think you get the idea, though. What cinema needs is a good deep dicking. And a lot of movies in the future, all the movies, it's mandated. They have to have money shot or people get mad. I want my cummies. It was decided by an algorithm. And then everybody just got really dumb, and they ate the people chow and the corn product. Soylent Green is corn, wheat, and soy. Now they want you to eat people. They want you to eat bugs. Oh boy, wait till I do some Blue Rations unboxing videos, let you know what they have us eat in the future. That's some fucked up shit. Maybe I'll tack one of those onto the end of this. Yuck. Maybe not. Maybe that's too much disgustingness for you. Anyway, in the future, it's soaked in cum. That's why we live in the Shadowlands realm in a shadow band. We don't get jizzed. Yeah, no more douched with jizz. Alright? Only whatever's none of your business, and we're married. Okay, so carnality is allowed. They said take one wife. That's it. How do you take one wife? You gotta find one that hasn't been taken by other men. That's how. Make her yours. Bang out them sugar walls. Okay. Make her your tired old whore. Your wife. No more dudes, okay? You're done now. I'm paying for shit. You know that it's gonna get rough if I throw you out. I'm like, how come you're so old and you don't have anybody yet? Yeah, me. You with me, you're with me. That's it. You're gonna live it out in a she shed. All these movies needed good deep dicking. That's all I'm trying to say. I told you we'd do a food one. There you go, Blue Rations, man. Let's check that out. We don't get rations. We're Shadowlands living around in Shadowbam. Let's see how the other half lives. What do you get in a smart city? What do you get in a smart city planned megalopolis somewhere between Agenda 21 and 2019? We got places to be by 2030, and we want to be at Blade Runner 2049 by just a year before 2050, which is Agenda 21. We got it. That's what they want. So they send people to rations. Let me give you more light. Let me see if I can power up. There we go. Energy. It's something we could all have for free, and they make it a commodity. The air on Mars should be free, and the carbon taxes should go away, Cohagen. So I mean, look. You got the Blue Rations. Let's see what's inside. I'll try and get out of the light for you. What are they eating in there? It's going to be something garbage. It's probably another one of those skin flute things. It's like a flute that you blow and it gives you boners. So you go to Orgy Porgy, get horned up for the feelies. And oh, it's garbage. What is it? It's nothing good. Bugs. That's how they live in the smart cities. You smartest. What is that? We need more light. There we go. Look at that. Bugs. Oh, this one's be fancy. Look at that. Fancy bugs and the smart meaty cockroaches. Oh, that's almost like meat. You can make roach burgers out of those, and it's almost like garbage. One of these tiny cops. It's disgusting. You're supposed to eat them. Yeah, you can eat them. I'm not gonna fucking eat them. Nothing we can use. Well, we can trade it for people who like these things. I don't want to eat bugs. These might be real bugs. They're big. It's like everything's synthetic in the future. Even the bugs aren't real bugs. Hey, if these are real bugs, it's easy enough to find out. But anyway, they're dead. People eat this shit. Nicole Kidman started propagandizing it in like 2018, 2017, where she sat down for a fancy dinner and that cunt was telling people to eat bugs. You eat bugs, bitch. Anyway, tiny cops are disgusting. They taste really good. They're supposed to. Why? Because they're the future of law enforcement. It's like the equivalent of vitamins in the future. Tiny cops, the future of law enforcement. The equivalent of vitamin nutrition. And they keep them segregated in the box. I don't know. I don't think you have to worry about dead cockroaches eating something that is like the next level of, candy goo poured in a tube. And they make little, hey, we could fight each other. Police, hey, friendly fire. Oh, we're dancing. Oh, with the love of the ages. And then eat them. Bite the heads off. I'm not going to eat these. I don't let the wife eat them. We don't eat bugs. We don't eat bugs. We eat deer and bison and rabbits and shit, and it's all full of cannabinoids because the aquifers are loaded with all people's medications. Everybody's on something. Mood lighting. I like that better. I know, it doesn't show you the toys. The food or hey, blue rations. We don't want to cook. I'm tired from work. I'm tired too, honey. The kids were tired from school. We're looking at our devices. Blue rations. It's the memory of cooking. You heat it up in the microwave, or if you're fancy, you put it in the plastic bags in a pot of water on the stove, and then cook it. And then what happens? It becomes blue rations, mandatory, and this is what you get. If you're lucky, you get bugs and vitamins. I guess it's good. These are actually vitamins. These are like the most valuable thing if you think about it. They're synthetic and everything, but they're mini cops. The future of law enforcement. The future of nutrition. The only way as mandated by the authority. And there's also Robococks. They're little tiny cocks with balls on them, like little pills. And it's Robocop. The future of penis enhancement. And you take them and you shoot. Big loads. Wow. So yeah, they want people to eat bugs. That's fucked up, right? I told you, we get these things. We get these things all the time. Sorry about the lighting. It was a big party. We had a huge, did I mention this Halloween hangover? Big Halloween hangover. And, yeah, get used to it. Don't let this world happen, people. Before they say this was a man, get him, drones. That's what they look like. You got to make sure that men and women stay together and have families, make babies, and spread out instead of pushing us closer together. And all the people whose fortunes control the fates of nations, we got to tell them what we want. What do we want? A land. We want this piece of the planet and be left alone. We don't want to have to live in like the savages in Brave New World in the Shadowlands. I'm in a shadow band. It's nice out here though. They leave us alone. They don't even want to come out here. I got to turn this pumpkin off because it's burning through the roof of its head and smoking. So we're going to put that out. Go out. What a powerful candle. See? These are my toilet paper candles made from recycled old candle wax. It's poisoned probably. That people gave me for holidays because I'm old. They give you candles. Look. So anyway, look at it. It's fucking burnt. They're good candles. I made them. You wipe your ass with it. I make candles. That's like lemons and lemonades and tomatoes, tomatoes, or potatoes, potatoes, or frittatos, which is like a GMO potato frittata thing. And you just cook it, and it smells like BO. Anyway, you get the idea. Everything is happening. We melted Halloween. The baby's got a soft spot again. Oh no, it's not out. It lit again. What the hell? You saw me put it out. It was dark. It's on fire. Oh my God, it's on fire. And I said, you remember that. Anyway, I ain't got time for that. Ha! So anyway, I still think that, I know I said this before, but I still think that movies need a good deep dicking. Yeah. I don't mean we need to see more cocks and that's what they're gonna do. I don't mean that. I don't mean, no, I need more women covered in jizz. I don't want any of that. All right, marry somebody, and then you like what you do at home alone. That's your business. All right, get married and stay together. Lifelong monogamy. That's the future. Carving pumpkins. People aren't gonna care about this anymore. I know people care way too much about carving pumpkins. They shave them, and they have tools, and they carve. Look, it looks like Lex and Rink from the. Look at the disgusting shit we pretended to eat and then spit it out. I'm gonna eat a booger popsicle. Fucking faggots. Anyway, I give you pumpkins. Look, they get character when they start on fire, and they melt. They start to shape. It's like in the olden days, what we used to do is we used to get apples, and we used to soak them in lemon juice and carve them up and put lines on them, and make faces in them, and then it'd make shrunken heads. And that was fun. We'd take apples and carve them into shrunken heads and put them on the radiator, and it'd take like 2 weeks, and they'd dry out and shit. And you're like, hey, look at this disgusting. And your mom gives you beads. Here, put this in the eye. You're like, oh, Mom, this is fucking sick. It looks like a dried up eyeball in there. Yep, making shrunken heads. Fuck that, man. Pumpkin heads. You can sit on this. Oh, no, don't. You're going to wind up in the emergency room. Oh, no. Halloween hangover, orgy porgy emergency room visits from drones to give you vaccines, whether you want them or not. What'd you think I was going to say? People in the emergency room for stuff up their ass? We got that too. But you got to think about the future. These people are bred to take it, man. They're like, assholes, vagina, whatever it is. It's all like GMO'd, man. They want people to sterilely, let's procreate. They're not procreating. You're not making anything. They just have fucking, it's just sex. No, doesn't mean anything. No babies. It's the worst. It's a little worse. So anyway, yeah, man, check it out. Tiny Cops, which feels like somebody else's comedy bit or something, but this is the future, man. There you eat them. You can put them in a bowl of cereal, like gummy things. It's like the future of gummy stuff. And then bugs. Nicole Kidman, you should eat bugs. I think you should eat them, kid. Cam, it should be for the wealthy elite only, and only the most prized Hollywood celebrity pigs like you could eat. You're fading. Your star's fading. Anyway, I think you should eat bugs. You horrible, horrible person. Why don't you eat them with Demi Moore and Bruce Willis can watch? Why don't you invite Ashton over to eat bugs with you? I'm out of here. It's a pumpkin carving lameness. So here we go. We're going to do that. So I'm going to put the face here and the mouth here. Yeah, that's how Dad does it. One knife for everything. Cut cardboard, cut tomatoes, cut potatoes, one knife. One knife to rule them all. And this part looks like an asshole of the pumpkin. So maybe we could put a face on there too. Dad, where are we going to take the guts out? You just going to paint it like one of those and we just throw it away when it turns into mush? No. Oh, we're also going to fill it with this. Tack light. Megalumens. I know it didn't do much. Anyway, Star Wars. Da-da-da-da. Yeah. You know that they made, like, riot flashbulb things? And they're too powerful. They made people blind permanently. They're like, too strong. Must try again. So yeah, let's cut off. Fucking. There. That's one little X. I fucked it up. Okay, we're getting there now. Yeah, that's it. Okay. We gotta get the guts out first. Yeah, there they are. Oh, fuck. I fucked up the whole... How am I gonna fucking... well, fuck it. See what happens. God damn it. Why'd that happen, Father? Happy Halloween. What the fuck? Son of a bitch.